Alright guys, so yet another month has passed and that equates to yet another Legends Limited unit, which then equates to a brand new video of an updated Sparking tier list. And I shouldn't even be saying Sparking tier list because, to be quite frank with you guys, these brand new extreme units they've been bringing out as of late is quite impressive. I mean, these units are better than a majority, I would say, of these other legendary finish units. I mean, extreme units being better than, Legends Limited units. Now, although it's rare, it's kind of common as of late. So we're going to be breaking down that as well. And if you guys, oppose anything in this Game Press tier list, by the way, shout out to Game Press. They always do a great job, but I'm also going to be switching some stuff around, of course, on my end. But I do want to read your guys' comments in the comment section down below. So let's just straight get into it, guys. We have Z tier, which hasn't really changed. But if I would have to switch something with the Z tier list, I would definitely take out, future Gohan off of there. I would just push him down a little bit. Although he's really phenomenal, I would push him down to high S tier, honestly. And there we go. There's Goku up there, high S tier, which is really incredible. We'll get to that in just one bit, guys. But yeah, both Gohans, definitely notable. Still deserves to be there. Super Saiyan 3 Goku also deserves to be there just because, his team is just incredible alongside of his kit and stats and all that good stuff. But yeah, I would just leave it the top three, both Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohans and then as well as the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I would knock down, future Gohan just a little bit to where good Zenkai Buu is at. And, this is quite interesting how, Android 18 was Z tier for the longest time. Now, I believe she's there just due to the main fact is that, her team, androids is a little bit neglected, and so is, so is female warriors, or AKA girls. Although you can still definitely run androids. They're still a phenomenal team. I'm not going to push them aside or anything, but they're still very, competitive. But yeah, compared to all these Sun Family teams and even Region, to be honest, I mean, Good Buu is, I believe he's like the oldest Zenkai that is near Z tier. I mean, honestly, the only knockback, and if you guys haven't watched any of my content, I use regen, and pretty much Good Buu, the only knockback I would have on him is his damage, which makes sense because he heals, he's a support unit, he's a defense type of unit, all that. But it adds up, guys, because like sometimes he against some of these new units with, really high defense, especially at the higher stars, it's kind of hard to do damage with him. But, I mean, yeah, he definitely deserves that spot right there. Now, let me really quick skip over to the two brand new extreme units as of late, which is Goku, which came out, a few banners ago, but definitely deserves to be there just due to his stats when transformed and his extra damage to this guy here, Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan. He's basically like the direct counter to that, to the best character in the game, which is really insane. Last time I remember an extreme unit being this well put together was either Skinny Buu a long time ago, the Skinny Evil Buu, or the OG Ginyu Force. That's just my take on that, though. But let's just, I'll get back to this right here. I'll scroll by so you guys can see. But let me just get to the two other brand new units, guys, which is Extreme Jiren. Jiren's extreme. Now, he is, from what I read, the person that made this tier list, he is going to be bumped up more when people start grinding him higher because he's phenomenal, guys. I mean, let's just take a very quick look at Jiren. This is stats fully maxed out. Obviously, majority of us won't have his stats maxed out, but, we could just take a very brief look. 240 blast attack, 240 strike attack, 2.5 mil health, which is really, really good. And basically 160 blast defense and strike defense. But what's really good with him is his kit, guys. Check this out. Not only does he do 40% extra damage to the Sun Family, which is, one of the best things you can do right now in the meta, and as well as God Key, but he also has an LF, Legends Limited unique ability. Check this out. 90% damage inflicted cannot be canceled for just entering the battle, for literally just existing, and then as well as reduced damage by 30% for just existing. This guy, I'll tell you what, this should definitely be a trend for the brand new extreme units, or at least some of them, because their rates are really, like low, very low. They're extreme units, so they should be a little bit more unique, like this Jiren and the Goku, and I like how they're doing that. So really quick, let's get to the brand new Legends Limited unit, which is right over here, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Now, he is quite the tricky character, I would say. I haven't really seen a character like this in a long time where I personally don't know where he would go. I've used him a little bit. He's a very fun unit. He definitely has his pros and cons. And you know what? Let's just take a look at why he's here, because they did make an explanation of why he's low S tier, which is actually quite notable for a, you know, they're saying he's even better than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. But let's just really quick take a look, guys. His strengths, he has two really good strengths. One of them is his final flash, which he nullifies color disadvantage, which is really good. I mean, like, you can literally pop that off, and no matter who your opponent switches to, he's definitely gonna take that that super right there, which is really good. Also, his, you know, the main thing that I really like, obviously, and this is very standard for every LF now, guys, Legend Limited Unit, you know, new standard for, yeah, they even mentioned here, it's a new standard that 90% damage inflicted once the battle starts. That's what Jiren has. That's literally what Extreme Jiren has, which is really, really wild. And then alongside 30% damage reduction. But what's really cool is his ki, guys. Every time his ki falls under 35% or 35 or lower, he'll receive an extra 20 ki. And he gets a 25% damage inflicted buff for 25 timer counts, which is incredible. This is by far one of the best, you know, unique abilities I've seen in a long time. And there are some other good ones too, but this one's really good. But the only thing that I don't like is that he doesn't really hit that well, although he has that unique ability. I feel like he doesn't do that much damage. And that's just due to the fact that, you know, if we just take a quick look, this is him at 2 stars. This is him at 2 stars, guys. Look at that. Strike and blast attack only at 200 flat. Now, this is at 2 stars, obviously. And it's an LF, so I don't see a majority of people, you know, the average player farming him to like 6+ stars. That's just the average player base, right? Because you have to really pay to get him to 6+ stars. But, you know, blast defense, 132, 130. You know, health at 2 mil flat, basically. And he also has a passive where it's really, really weird, guys, because this is his weakness here. So his passive is, okay, if you guys just take a look at his 2 weaknesses, too much ki and low damage, and defense doesn't add up. So if he doesn't really tank and he doesn't really do too much damage, what does he do? He has too much ki. You know, he's a really weird character, I would say. He's a fun character, but he's really weird. I'm sure at higher stars, he would definitely be phenomenal, just due to the fact that he'd have sheer stats to back all this up. But, you know, defense doesn't add up. Vegeta has 50% damage reduction for 30 timer counts and 70% damage reduction on cover change. But then he even can't take hits, you know, unless you star him up quite a bit. So that's exactly what I was saying. You know, his stats, and that's something they do have to fix with Legends Limited units. Hopefully when Ultra Summonable units come out, they're, you know, they won't run into this specific problem, because that's the main issue I have with low star LFs, because it's very low rates but very weak 2 stars for the average, you know, free-to-play player. They won't get too much of a bang for their buck if, you know, unless they go deep, which they're probably not, because they're free-to-play. So yeah. Also, too much ki, low damage. That's pretty much all it explains. He gets a lot of ki, but for some reason his damage doesn't quite add up, just due to the fact that, you know, hey, you know, he just, you know, he's at 2 stars, which is the average. I explained this right now, but his stats overall is just, it's not there like a majority of the LFs. Now, they've been doing a really good job as of late, except for the last few LFs, I'd say. It's been really weird the way they've been constructing LFs. They're either really, really good or really, really bad. What I mean by that is Super Saiyan, you know, 2 Teen Gohan Revival. That's really, really good. Even Kid Buu is really, really good. But then we take a look at, if we scroll down to like, you know, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, I would even drop down a little bit more, to be honest with you guys. But that's him at 6 stars, I believe. So yeah, that's him at 6 stars. So he deserves to be there at 6 stars, I guess. But, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is, you know, complete, you know, utterly not good. I'm not going to go into any, you know, worse details than that. But that's him at low stars. You know, you really need that Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku at high stars. But, you know, let's just take a quick look and brief throughout the rest of the tier list. We covered the top here. You know, Bojack is up here, surprisingly. I would push him down a little bit more. I would push Super Gogeta up more. I would 100% push up Demi King Piccolo above not only LF Piccolo. I would push him all the way up here. you know, Demi King Piccolo, because he's a really fast-paced, high-damage unit. He's one of the original Zenkais that actually, you know, put fear into your soul. Honestly, like he can not only steal Dragon Balls, but he can like literally do a lot of strike damage, especially if you know, poison your enemy. And he's a great backup for Good Boo, because if somebody brings in Good Boo on region, you know they're going to bring in purple, and then you got to counter it with a good yellow, which would be, in my opinion, Demi King Piccolo. That's just my take on that. But yeah, you know, this is the rest of the tier list. I'll scroll by, let you guys, you know, make a quick decision what you guys think about this. I'm seeing if I would change anything. Like I said, Extreme Journey will definitely get pushed up. I would even push Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta a little bit up as well. He's a little bit too low for me in my opinion. Like, I don't think this Frieza is better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I still think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is better than the yellow Frieza in my opinion. And I know teams are factors in this, and that's one of the reasons why I would push them up as well. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, because, you know, I'd always greatly appreciate every single one of my subscribers. And as well as, you know, I will be posting a brand new leak update tonight for the brand new data mines, courtesy, of course, of Renzi and DBZ Space. So some leaks coming in tonight, guys. So make sure you guys turn on the notifications, and I'll definitely catch you guys then. So yeah, catch you guys in a few hours. Have a good one. Peace.